एक मिनट अभी
Sura, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Sabah Hashmi from Meerut. I have done my graduation and post-graduation from CSS University, that college from RGPG College. And during my PhD coursework, I have joined this university as an assistant professor. I am teaching here psychology. Besides, I am also offering counseling related to the various problems and challenges children face on our day-to-day life. And today I am in front of you as for the final presentation.
How much time you have taken to complete your research?
Ma'am, 3.5 years.
Please go ahead.
Okay, a very warm good morning to all of you. Today I am Sabah Hashmi presenting before you an overview of my thesis over the topic impact of parenting style of parents and on need for achievement, need for affiliation on children. As proceeding before to the major findings of
Can I introduce, please just go for rationale and then briefly.
the rationale of the study, as I want to suggest to you that in my research also major findings that India being a hierarchical society, whether in North India or South India, Hindu or Muslim, urban or villages, they are all essential and people are grouped according to their various essential qualities of their lives. But in spite of that, terms in differences in need for achievement, need for affiliation and parenting style are generally seen. But with that, individual differences and environment also attached to it. People are born in various family, caste, subcaste, clan, religious community. So they feel a deep sense of inseparability from these groups. So in my research, it was hypothesized whether these inseparability do affect Indian children and their aspiration, and if yes, then to which extent. Besides, we have found out that on a global scale in present time, wide differences in parenting practices are generally seen because it is pertaining to the various factors like the socio-economic factors and the religious belief system. Because at the age of adolescence, that I have 14 to 18 years I have taken in my study, it is the system when the transformation, societal transformation and many other factors that are pertaining to the family system and the religious system have been effect and have influence on the children. So in my present research, I have seen that why such people like Hindu and Muslim, one group is why is accommodated or encouraged by the parents towards the need for achievement and why need for affiliation. And I have taken the need for affiliation as a term with equal importance in my study because as I have told you earlier that inseparability, the norms, that conformity and the compliance we see in people. So it has a wide long effect on the family and the relationship of or any individual lives. So my finding would suggest that why in one group people are encouraged towards need for affiliation and towards need for affiliation and what would be the impact of parenting style over the children. If we will go to the methodology, simply define the relationship between the need for achievement, need for affiliation, parenting style in a group of Hindu and Muslim family. Next variable, gender, board, all varied at 2 levels, need for achievement, affiliation and parenting style. This design of the study, this is a very important part that was conducted on a selected sample of different school children of families that of Meerut city. To measuring the parenting style test, TAT for need for achievement affiliation was taken and 2 into 2 design was drawn on the basis of gender, board and type of school. So the total number of the subjects were 240. Sampling, simple procedure that have taken I have in study, 120 school children of UP board and 120 school children of CBSE board of the Meerut city were taken. Okay, sir. The major findings of the study suggest first that the present study indicate in terms of need for achievement, find out that female have high level of need for achievement than male. Why? Because national trends reveal the mixed terms and studies reveal the mixed results. On part that belief system and societal information is also attached with it, as parents always try to find out the difference in gender Boys are more encouraged towards the science and mathematics subjects, and female are always encouraged towards the language acquisition skills and language developmental tasks. Besides it, we have seen that gender perception is also attached with it, as sometimes we have seen course selection, sometimes the career choices, attributional patterns, and the family background do affect also the gender role stereotyping in terms of need for achievement. Second, Muslim children are high on need for achievement than the Hindu children. Well, I will say that it was general perception that Muslim children do indulge towards making relationship gregariousness, affiliation, and do not pay attention towards their sincere study. And I will add here that some more factors are also attached to it. Not only the parental factors are attached, some belief of religious community are also attached to it. So next I would move to the next finding that suggests male of UP board have high need for affiliation than female of UP board, but male of CBSE board have shown low need for affiliation than compared to the female subjects of the group. I would say human being has an inherent need for affiliation. Sometimes in both male and female, they differ greatly in terms of need for affiliation and transformation. But on both parts, for information exchange and for societal communication, they show such type of traits. But in male and female, male emphasis on the shared activities in affiliation, while girls show the verbal communication on the same trait. If we will move to the next, that show male have shown high level of utopian expectation and female have shown high level of realism and to accept the practical standards of life. Utopian expectation when parents are expecting very much even beyond their natural capabilities, what they have in their personality. So it has shown that whenever parents have shown the realistic attitude toward their children, and they have guided well, and they have presented in a positive manner before the children. Always the children have shown the realistic standard and attitude and realism in their lives. Next, male have shown high level of faulty role expectations, whereas female have shown realistic role expectations. Again, sometimes what happens that in a family, when they are a group of 5, 6 or 7, so what we find that always parents try to find out that male should be the early helping hand in their lives. But such kind of things are not expected generally in our lives and in our environment. So what happens? Parenting in terms of faulty role expectation do provide the fear, anxiety, submission, permissiveness in the children's minds. And sometimes as a boy or as a male member of the family perceive negative aspects of such kind of rearing towards from their parents' side, especially in terms of father parenting. Next, children of Hindu religion have shown high level of utopian expectations, while the children of Muslim have shown realistic role expectations. Studies suggest that whenever the parental beliefs are attached to the strong qualities and the influence of the family, then it comes out in the stereotypes and parents' perceptions and the capabilities that leads to the parents to form a different perception from their personality side of their children. And parental socialization and the component of the society also play a very important role in deciding what the parent expect from their children.
You mentioned that Muslim children are high on need for achievement than Hindu children. So the differences pertaining to religion.
Ma'am, yeah, in terms of academic achievement.
Huh?
In terms of academic achievement.
So what explanation or are there any supporting evidence
Ma'am,
with regard to this religion?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, high
Is there
utopian
new
information. Ma'am, information suggests that actually what happens when parental attitude towards their children are expected on a very high level, and sometimes it happens that hidden talents are is in the personality of the children. So sometimes it is exposed, sometimes it is not exposed.
So can we combine the personality of all Muslim children together and yes, Hindu children? Can you aggregate?
Ma'am, yeah, on the basis of
there is no specific type of personality of Muslim that has not been studied.
Yes.
For Hindu children, and that it is affecting interaction.
Ma'am, on the basis, if you would take further study, so what I will do that on the basis of the 16 percentage questionnaire of personality that could be measure of all the children. So it will give the specific trait of personality on the basis of need for achievement and affiliation. So we may add in further study that variable. So may specify that particularity that children of Hindu and children of Muslim have such kind of characteristics.
But we are selecting gender, religion as important variables under study. So researcher gives a thought that why we are taking all these variables with respect to your measures which you have included, or main thrust of the study. So there might be some rationale, some reasoning which may support your results, which might you have included in your review or quantified in your review. So you might have seen few studies which may be helpful in explaining these results.
Ma'am, actually on the basis of general perception that we have around us and in our environment, that why one community is achievement oriented and why one community is affiliation oriented, while we may say they would take the another religion also like Christian and Jain, but the literacy level of in these groups are very high. So that's why I have confined my study to this religion only, and on the basis of this suggestion and the given literature that I have cited in my thesis, I have taken these variables.
Okay, you are saying that one community achievement oriented, another affiliation, how it is.
Ma'am, sometimes the talent is
These
needed.
two are not independent, there might be certain overlaps. So anyway, there are certain limitations in choosing or explaining further these two variables, gender and religion. Because you cannot draw certain final conclusions because there are so many confounding aspects related to this. You mentioned socialization practices, family practices, and parents' attitude, etc. So it will be very much interesting that, and your sample also related to male. So,
Yes, ma'am.
so it's really
I have
it will be significant because nowadays it's not like gender to be studying. There are so many issues which are related to family, and we can see whether it's violence or aggression among children or bullying and all, and their general behavior, road rage and all things. So early years of brought up are very important where parents play an important role. So it will be very interesting to know whether is there any religious orientation or what type of you can say the variables are important or significant with particular.
Socio-economic system can be taken in future study because it plays a very vital role. When we are deciding and determining such kind of variables.
To some certain ethnic differences and when you study when we go for, and in India also we have seen that there are different ethnic groups and you will find differences. But when we think of Muslim or Hindu, can we relate that to, we can take up as a group, different group, but it cannot be related to certain because we are not studying religious practices or religious orientation, etc. And if we relate to that, all these aspects, then we can say it's religion which is playing an important role. All these are categorical variables because we are part of a certain group by birth or by so that limitation using also. If we use religiosity or religiousness or religious aspects, then how much it's affecting all such, then it can give a very specific information including other aspects.
Let's move to the next finding of my study that suggests on father parenting, children of Hindu parents were found to be neglected, whereas children of Muslim parents have shown indulgence of their children. what does it suggest? Sometimes overlookedness and the overprotection comes in form of neglectfulness and the protection part. Because in Asian Indian family, through my research or through my review of literature, that suggests in Asian Indian family, parents or the elderly people in our family, much emphasis on the discipline part of their children. They take all kind of decisions in their hand. Even as yesterday I have read in newspaper that study suggests that 75% marriage in India are the decisions are taken by the parents and without their permission. Either they are in capacity of the marriage or not, in terms of girls' education especially. So such kind of things suggest that sometimes neglecting is a good part. Children are forced to take their own decision. If they commit mistake, they will find next time they will not commit. They would get experience. But when we are overprotecting them, where we are overprotecting such kind of children, they have no confidence and encouragement to take any independent decision in their lives. So,
what is the difference between synopsis and abstract?
sir, synopsis, somewhat long summary of any thesis, and abstract is quite short.
So, what is in nutshell? What you want to say in nutshell?
Sir, I mean to say, to come to conclusion.
Okay.
Overall conclusion. What is the overall conclusion?
So, in my conclusion, I found that parental practices and belief system of any community do affect children's life and their career choices and their aspiration, what they want to gain in their lives. Besides, I have seen that gender differences in terms of female, in present time many Muslim women want to take career first and they want to have their lives alone, and as not that for need for affiliation but for need for achievement. So gender differences on that part I have seen, and beside it, in any institution in India should be the target instead of the religious belief or the individual. Means the career choices is at the teachers and the peer groups.
Is it conclusion or suggestion?
Sir, it is a conclusion that I have given.
You are suggesting career counseling is not a part of your thesis. You are suggesting your implications. You are telling us implications of your research.
Traditional and conventional parenting practices should be changed according to the technological and environmental practices as we have seen in our life, in daily-to-daily life. It is the conclusion of my study, and expectancy, competency belief system and the expectancy value, as the theory suggests of Atkinson, it has suggested according to the caliber, according to the potential of an individual, the children must encourage towards their study or need for achievement or for need for affiliation. And that's all. Thank you.
There are certain questions in these reports raised by examiners. The other examiner has mentioned few important. What analysis you can suggest, and as an alternative way you have used ANOVA.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think you can use some other measure, because you are mentioning your title impact. So you are not studying the impact. When you go for impact, then it is something you are very impact. Parenting style को आपने, there are different. Which scale you have used for parenting style?
Ma'am, Srimati Harish Sharma and Amita Garg.
What type of parenting style?
Ma'am, there were 8 dimensions and yes,
there are other skills also where you have 3 types of parenting style, and then you can see the impact. You are not studying the 8 dimensions parenting style impact on religious background and achievement, etc. Anyway, other question is that what controls you have incorporated, or we generally use exclusion, inclusion criteria. So because while explaining your gender or religious differences, these are 2 independent variables.
on the basis of stratified random sampling, First, we have taken all kind of children from various schools of Meerut city. But using stratified random sampling, we have differentiated in the gender and this religious affiliation, that is Hindu and Muslim.
Stratified random sampling. What is that?
Ma'am, it is that the group we are taking, it is not from the homogeneous group. To make it homogeneous and equitable according to the probability norms.
So homogeneous or homogeneity of error variance, have you mentioned that? Have you studied in your ANOVA, because homogeneity has to be studied. And then you can go ahead with ANOVA.
Yes, ma'am, because for using the stratified random sampling to make it homogeneous is the first condition.
No, have you calculated homogeneity? Because when you put your data in SPSS, you get a result. If your result is
manually calculated,
if it is homogeneity assumption is fulfilled, only we can go for ANOVA. Otherwise, no. Okay, and one more thing, that while reporting your results on ANOVA, we also get effect size. Effect size means that you can say in a definite way that how much contribution is there of a particular variable, independent variable analysis. The homogeneity is important. So if you can say that on the basis of random sampling is certified, homogeneity of error variance is significant, so we can go for analysis. So only then authenticity of the results can be established. So accuracy of responses, how you studied accuracy, how you can say whatever responses you have got from respondents are accurate. How we assess accuracy of response? What are the determinants of that? What precautions we should take?
Ma'am, I have used the projective test for measuring need for achievement and affiliation.
Projective test, again you are in trouble because you have to analyze that you are using two techniques, one quantitative and other qualitative. TAT is a qualitative test, so you have to mention that qualitative. We can combine quantitative and qualitative, but you have to explain separately. And TAT, what type of protocol you have used, which TAT analysis?
That is of Uma Chaudhary, Indian adaptation of Uma Chaudhary.
Based on.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Right. So accuracy of responses, I mean to say that how you have you assessed reliability and validity of your scales? If it is Indian and use the same sample, Uma Chaudhary, it's okay.
Yes, ma'am, it was constructed already.
And other scales also.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can say that the scales are reliable, valid. So, and you must have taken certain precautions while collecting data. So that assures the accuracy of responses. And if you assess homogeneity is good. And so how you can go for alternative analysis instead of ANOVA? Can we use some other type of analysis?
Ma'am, correlation study we can have.
Correlation is and regression also. Yes, but your sample is 240.
Yes, ma'am, it is 240.
You can also study different dimensions of parenting styles, as you mentioned.
Yes, ma'am, 8 dimensions.
How these dimensions are being influencing this achievement affiliation in one group, second group, third group, fourth group, like that. So that will give you much more meaningful information. You can go ahead and you can publish your paper using such kind of. It's not essential to whatever analysis you have done here in PhD. You can analyze your data in a different way, and you can publish.
We can have additional variables.
You can publish 2-3 papers out of this with all mentioning. And also always mention, you might be having your raw data, also mention their characteristics of your sample. That gives a lot of information to the reader. Characteristics of your sample, all I think, I don't recall, you might have given mean, SD, etc.,
yes,
age and all those.
Yes.
So maximum characteristics, which places these belong to, what are their economic, the income, etc. वो information profile होता है ना, biographical information. So by planning our research, we include all kind of variables, so that anyone we can see that mean SDK basis that there are no significant differences, variation. That gives you homogeneity of you can say your data also, that is there. So okay, very good presentation, very good work, and you presented very well, and all the best with your career ahead. Try to finish the work with the help of your supervisor. So I would like to congratulate Hukum Singh for guiding you. Now it's
Is it okay? That part?
Yeah.
Please come in. Please come in, please. As far as
Sir, actually,
the part of parenting styles are parents. Is it needed? Parenting style of parents.
yes, sir, of course, without it, we cannot justify the mismanagement application.
In the parenting style of parents, never know. Is it needed?
So we can, yes, make it more specified.
How many kinds of parents are there?
Sir, broadly bounded has defined three types: authoritarian, authoritative, and permissive. Besides what the scale I have used, in which they have used 8 types of dimension on which I have used.
One is the real parents.
Real parents.
Have you heard of the helicopter parent? What is that?
Helicopter parent. Sir, whoever, yeah, they are rearing their children, but they are not fully concentrated
What
or.
about single parent?
Sir, pardon?
Single parent.
Single parent, only mother or only the father.
Foster parent.
So who have adopted the child.
Adopted.
Adopted.
There is another foster and adopted. Adoption is something else, foster is something else.
Sir, adopted in which the child is not real, but they have to take care of the person or the
Are you taking care of all of them? I don't know. Are you taking care of all of them or only your parents?
So only parents.
Only parents. Moreover, there is religious backgrounds. But you are just taking Hindu and Muslim,
Yes, sir.
not Sikhs, not Christians. Why?
But they already, sir, on the part of need for achievement, they were very high.
Why not Hindu and Muslim?
So because we have seen a wider
Why not
differences.
Hindu and Muslim? Yeah.
Sir, actually, the national trends shows that Muslim are very, low in higher education or towards achievement.
I'm not going to draw your opinion. I will finish. But I will note a number of points here. So this is full of errors, mistakes, and amendments. Some of them are related to language and typographical errors, etc. There are a number of things that are included here. They are related to better. Now, you have mentioned Uttar Pradesh in 1921-1959. That time it was not Uttar Pradesh. That time it was not Uttar Pradesh.
United Provinces.
It was before that. You should have mentioned it. American Uttar Pradesh, UP board. That time it was not Uttar Pradesh. The history is going to 1987 to 1960. So what you say province, United Province,
Yes.
it was in 1937. And you are talking about 1989.
Sir, I just
Most important part of this is the correct information. Because others have to rely on that. Whatever they have done, the work may be carried out by someone. It can be, this will be taken as largely the information should be correct. There are a number of points related to the literature. You have mentioned about Sir and his colleagues, passing the friends has been given.
Sir, yes, I have taken it from the journal that
Name of any of his colleagues?
sir, honestly,
All in that proper for you to go. You just passed. You will also complain about Shah or you What will I work on?
So just on the basis of research, I had to get to know about it. Little bit whatever, and giving support of the literacy level of or the education of Muslims.
Madam, was it from 65? One year mentioned. One year mentioned. We are on Alhamdulillah and a little bit mention about Alhamdulillah.
Actually, there is a trend among the students. They don't take it seriously. Whatever available literature is there, whether it is relevant. If any mistakes are there, from where you have taken, so those mistakes are being carried in. So you have to be very particular with quoting references. If you are writing Sayyid Ahmad, you have to mention the year. If you are writing Sayyid Ahmad and colleagues, you can mention, but you have to mention the names. And then here it has to be given in references or bibliography or the annual. So it's very important to verify the facts.
Knowing more about them.
Oh,
Do you know anything about Alhamdulillah? How far is your place of work from this place of work? You are far in your village. Ular. Ular is in Motherfucker. It will be hardly 40 kilometers from your place. What was the real name? It is not expected.
and the register is very right. I have also mentioned there are many grammatical and typological mistakes. We cannot change your topic. That's true because it is already registered. There is a mistake in topic also. But you should be further. You should try. If you go through now your thesis again, page by page, now you will appreciate that there are so many things which you have missed at the time of submission.
You can profit of Islam. Was he prophet of Islam?
Prophet of Islam, he was prophet for all. Rabbul Alamin. ये बहुत important है. पूरे आलम पूरे वर्ल्ड की.
As far as length and breadth of your work is concerned, we want to go into depth of your knowledge. Depth of knowledge is not only the work. Everything which is related to your work, whatever you have mentioned. Okay? Now, there are your papers. Madam, she has mentioned 5 papers.
Sandeep,
Three of them
Sandeep.
are just to
Sandeep.
related seminar, they are papers. Two of them,
Seminar
yes, two of them that were not complete. Two of them were published in 2009, about the commencement of your work. One is in 2012, and the two papers were published in the journal. That is not, they do not read.
The journal in which you have published might not be having any impact factor. A peer-reviewed journal. It means that your paper will go for prime review and then will. So this is the selection of the journal makes difference. So you always go for a journal where it is mentioned it is a peer-reviewed journal. I know impact factor is an issue in psychology. We don't have many journals here in India, but at international level, outside India, it's really difficult to publish in an impact factor. But there are journals nowadays having reporting impact factor. So you try to